Thank you.
Thank you so much. Our permanent witness from the Local Government Service Commission.
Good morning, Chair. Good morning, honorable members. Good morning, Senga Hill Town Council and your team. You're welcome, Secretary. My name is Martin Kapenda. I'm the Chief Human Resource Management Officer from Local Government Service Commission. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Our Secretariat from Clerk's Office.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Rachel Chileshe from the Office of the Clerk.
Good morning, Chair, and good morning, honorable members of this committee. My name is Maxwell Cheka from the Office of the Clerk. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chairperson, and good morning to you. Good morning, honorable members, our permanent witnesses. Good morning, CS and your team. Good morning and you're welcome. I am Chidimboi Elijah from the Office of the Clerk of National Assembly. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you so much. I now wish to call upon the honorable members of the committee, starting with the honorable member for Mangango.
Thank you so much, Chair. Good morning to you. Morning, fellow honorable members of Parliament. Good morning, our permanent witnesses. Morning, Senga Hill Town Council. Morning, our viewers and the listeners out there. I'm Luhamba Mwene, Member of Parliament for Mangango, and I'm a member on this committee. Thank you.
Thank you so much. The honorable MP from Mufumbwe.
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson, and good morning. Good morning, honorable colleagues, and good morning, distinguished permanent witnesses. Good morning, Secretariat, and good morning, Senga Hill. You are welcome to your committee. My name is Ediot Kamondo. I'm a Member of Parliament from Mufumbwe.
Thank you so much. The honorable MP for Usakile.
Thank you, Chair. Good morning to you. Morning, honorable colleagues. Good morning, all our permanent witnesses. CS from Senga, you and your team. Good morning. Karobo Pavyuma is my name. I represent the good people of Sakile constituency, Kitwe in the Copper Belt. Thank you.
The honorable MP from Mufumbwe. Oh, sorry, Kaumbwe. Kaumbwe and Mufumbwe.
Thank you, Chair. Good morning, Senga Hill. I'm Honorable Dr. Aaron Mwanza, Member of Parliament for Kaumbwe constituency in Petaukwe district of the Eastern Province. You're most welcome to your committee. Thank you.
The honorable people of Dundumwezi following us online. IT, we are unable to get the member.
Sorry?
Okay, now your volume is okay. You can start again.
Thank you so very much, Chair. Good morning to you, Chair, and my fellow members of Parliament. Good morning. Good morning to our distinguished permanent witnesses. Good morning, our witness this morning. My name is Simombe Edgar, connecting you via Zoom from Dundumwezi constituency. Thank you so very much.
Thank you. How's Dundumwezi this morning?
Dundumwezi is okay. It's been raining and the past 2 days showering around, but today is clear and warm.
All right. Thank you so much. Witness, my name is Christopher Shakafuswa. I represent the good people of Mandevu constituency of Lusaka district. Mandevu constituency hosts the National Assembly building. So you are in Mandevu constituency. You are welcome. And once again, welcome to the Local Government Accounts Committee, where I'm privileged to be the Vice Chairperson and chairing this session. I now wish to invite you to present your memorandum, CS.
Thank you, Chair. I wish to seek your guidance, Chair, on how we proceed in terms of presenting. Do we go through everything or?
Thank you so much. So you state the query, then go to the cause of the query, action taken and read the remedy measures. So you read the query itself, you read the action taken and the remedy measures.
Thank you very much, Chair. We'll start with the first one on the budget, income and expenditure. During the period under review, the Council budgeted
No.
to receive.
So the way we budget income and expenditure.
Okay.
Then we go to down there,
Okay.
where you are saying management acknowledges the auditor's findings.
Okay, all right. Thank
Yeah.
you. So management acknowledges the auditor's findings and wishes to state the cause of the query, action taken, and remedial measures shown in the table. The first one is on local taxes, where we have a variance of 20,655. The favorable variance amounting to 20,655 and a positive variance of 56% was as a result of the property rates received amounting to 50,000 from Tazara, Zambia Railways for the charge year 2023, which comprises of the current plus accruals of rates Tazara owed to the Council, and the figure of 7,870 was part of the personal levy received from the formal and informal sector. The action taken, the Council has noted the favorable variance and have made some follow-ups to non-traders who could not meet the full obligation of remitting the personal levy. The remedial measure, the Council has continued sensitizing the old and new traders on the importance of remitting levy to the Council. The next one is on fees and charges, the cause of the query. This was as a result of plot-related income.
You can read the variance,
Or the variance is
the negative variance.
negative variance of 3,026,812. This was as a result of plot premium, plot-related income that was budgeted for but not received from would-be developers due to low uptake of the properties advertised in the year 2023. And the action taken, the Council has engaged through sensitization would-be developers on the importance of real estate development as well as procedure and timeline for the same. And then the remedial measure, the Council has an approved IDP and local area plan on an area of high demand for land along the main road, which is the Kasama-Mbala Road. The next one is on licenses, and we have a negative variance of 179,488. The cause of the query, the adverse variance of licenses amounting to 179,488 and a negative of 66% was as a result of traders who could not operate at full capacity in the charge year 2023. This was because some trading premises were closed due to bankruptcy and others due to seasonal farming activities. The action taken, the Council has aligned the budget for 2024 non-trading business from the database and instituted the Revenue Task Force to follow up the defaulters. On the remedial measures, the Council has sensitized the business traders on the importance of paying licenses to the Council with a view of paying back to the community through service provision. The next one is on levies, which is giving us a negative variance of 1,549. And the cause of the query is that the adverse variance of levies amounting to 1,545, and which is a negative of 86%, was as a result of traders who could not comply with the payments of crop levies, who found other routes of transporting their produce than the usual route the Council was expecting. On the action taken, the Council has identified and put some checkpoints, and 232,000 652 kwacha has been collected, and you can see attached ledgers and receipts. Remedial measures: the council has just formed the ward development. The council has formed ward development committees and have been engaged to collect levies in areas which are difficult to reach. We go to permits. We have a variance of 2,312. And cause of the query: the favorable variance amounting to 2,312 and a positive of 99% was as a result of compliance of health permits received from business traders and the formation of new restaurant businesses which complied and paid permits to the council. And then the action taken: the council has adjusted the budget upward to account for new traders and has since aligned the budget in accordance with the budget guidelines. Remedial measures: the council has continued sensitization to ensure permits are issued to the business, continued periodic dates to the businesses that began over the licensing period. The next one is on commercial ventures. We have a variance of 155,412. Cause of the query: the favorable variance of 155,412, which is a positive of 100%, was as a result of profit realized from sale of blocks under the commercial venture. The action taken: the council has readjusted the budget projections and the budget has since been realigned for 2024 and 2025. Remedial measures: the council will ensure that the budget are aligned to market trends and conditions. The next one is on other receipts. That's a negative variance of 1,882,065. Cause of the query: included in other receipts is a projection of fees collectible from gold mining and funds for rural water. The adverse variance amounting to 1,882,065, which is a negative variance of 84%, arose due to income not collected from mining companies who abandoned the sites. Action taken: the council has since readjusted the budget projections and the budget has since been realigned for 2024 and 2025 projections. Remedial measures: the council is exploring other revenue sources so that it's not depending on minerals income, such as gold mining, as the sector is not yet formally developed in the district. We go to national support. We're looking at the Local Government Equalization Fund, where we have a negative variance of 247,221. Cause of the query: the adverse variance amounting to 247,221,000. Local Government Equalization Fund was as a result of deductions at source such as LASIF, the unions, as well as audit fees. Action taken: the council has reconciled the Local Government Equalization Fund amounting to 9,804,832 with statutory obligations deducted at source. You can see the information in the table below. And then on the remedial measures, the council will endeavor to communicate with the Ministry of Local Government whenever discrepancies are observed. We go to other grants. We have an adverse variance of 169,773. And the cause of the query is that the adverse variance amounting to 169,773 was as a result of a grant in lieu of rates budgeted for from central government but not received by the council. And then the action taken: the council has since adjusted the budget downward as per guidance from the Ministry of Local Government. Remedial measure. The Council will endeavor to communicate with the Ministry of Local Government whenever discrepancies are observed. The appendices to support what we have submitted are in 1A, B, C, and D. We go to the adverse performance on local revenue collection. Management acknowledges the auditor's findings and wishes to state the cause of the query, action taken, and remedial measures as shown in the table below.
This one you skip.
Okay.
It's similar to what you just presented.
It's the same. Okay.
So we'll go to deliverable outputs on page 11. Again, you skip and go straight to page 14 because page 11, 12, 13 are CDF related matters, and you'll be coming back to this committee to answer to CDF related matters. So this one is dealing with your operations. So you can go to page 14 and start with program number 4.
Program number 4.
Page 14, local governance legislation function.
Okay. Because of the query, management wishes to acknowledge the auditor's observation and further
Sorry. You can start with number 3.
With number 3?
Yes.
That's the program management and support services?
Yes.
Okay. Spot checks undertaken. The cause of query is that management wishes to acknowledge the auditor's observations and wishes to state that the adverse variance for audit spot check was as a result of transport challenges the council faced as Senga Hill Town Council has only one utility vehicle. This has resulted in the council not achieving the target results in negative variance noted by the auditor. Action taken. The council has since serviced some motorbikes, and the officer in charge of audit spot checks is licensed with the riding motorbike, which will help to have many audit spot checks when the utility vehicle is committed with other council programs, which has led to the 2024 targets to be achieved. Remedial measures. The council has since budgeted for the procurement of a motor vehicle to aid the transport situation and help meet targets set in the 2025 budget. The next one is the local governance legislation function. The cause of the query. Management wishes to acknowledge the auditor's observation and further wishes to state that the council management planned to pass 12 bylaws for contingency where there was a need for bylaws. However, during the actual year of budget implementation in 2023, there was no event that required the council to pass these bylaws, hence resulting in negative variance as noted by the auditors. The action taken. The council has since revised downwards the projection of the bylaws. Remedial measures. The council will adhere to the budget guidelines for non-performing targets to avoid adverse variances in the future. The next one is a program on economic and business development, trade facility and licensing. The cause of the query. Management wishes to acknowledge the auditor's observations and wish to state that the adverse variance of 86 targeted licenses was as a result of traders who could not operate at full capacity in the charge year 2023. This was because some trading premises were closed due to bankruptcy and others due to seasonal farming activities. The action taken. The council has aligned the budget for 2024, removing the non-trading business traders from the database and instituted the revenue task force to follow up defaulters. Remedial measures. The council has sensitized the business communities on the importance of paying licenses and doing it before proceeding for farming activities. The next one is a program on public health, environmental protection, solid waste management. Because of the query, management wishes to state that the adverse variance of 2,000 tonnage was as a result of over projection of the waste that was expected. The action taken, the projections have since been revised to match the amount of waste generated and collected. Remedial measures, the Council will adhere to the budget guidelines on non-performing targets to avoid adverse variances in future. The next one is a program on housing and community amenities, street lighting, public housing, and creation of parks. Because of the query, management wishes to acknowledge the auditor's observation and wish to regret the non-performance of the targets. The Council's intention was to use locally generated revenue for installation of street lights in the township and construction of play park. However, due to underperformance on collection of locally generated funds, the Council was unable to undertake the 2024 allocation and also under the road sector fund allocation for 2024. The Council has since engaged would-be developers through sensitization on the importance of real estate development as well as procedure and timeline for the same. That is in Appendix 6. Remedial measures, the Council has an approved integrated development plan and a local area plan within an area of high demand for land along the main road, which is the Kasama-Bala Road. The next program is on the recreation, culture, religious and education and skills development. The cause of the query, management wishes to acknowledge the auditor's observations and wish to state that the target of 12 with a variance of 9 under creation of culture and religious was mainly due to transport challenges which limited holding the meetings the 3 times across the district instead of 12 as targeted. The transport challenge has also affected the program under education and skills development, which resulted in adverse variance for monitoring centers as noted by the auditor. The action taken following the devolution of culture and religious affairs, it's anticipated that devolved functions will be supported by the line ministry. Remedial measures, the Council will continue adhering to the budget guidelines on the non-performing targets to avoid adverse variances in future. The next one is a program on social protection, support, and indigent people. Cause of the query, management wishes to state that the Council had planned for emergence of 3 as target to be supported as indigent people. However, during the charge year 2023, you only received 1 beneficiary. This resulted in the negative variance as noted by the auditor. The action taken, the Council has done the sensitization to the community to cover more targets. Further, the Council wishes to state that the responsibility will now be under the Department of Social Welfare as the sector has now been devolved to the Council. And then remedial measure, the Council will continue adhering to the budget guideline on the non-performing targets to avoid adverse variance in the future. When failure to establish, maintain abattoir and slaughterhouse. Because of the query, management wishes to acknowledge the auditor's observations and wish to regret on the non-establishment of slaughterhouse, as the Council's intention was to use locally generated funds. However, due to underperformance in the locally generated revenues, the Council was unable to construct the slaughterhouse. The action taken, the Council has since sensitized the community on the importance of having a slaughterhouse with a view of an application being received from the ward development committees for the establishment of an abattoir or slaughterhouse. The remedial measures, the Council will continue to sensitize the community on priority projects which will benefit the community. The next one is compliance with legislation and regulation. This one is on the procurement of goods and services as well as expenditure. Cause of query, Management wishes to acknowledge the auditor's observation and wishes to state that the non-action to withhold and remit tax on the servicing of motor vehicles was due to the guidance given by the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development in a ministerial circular, minute number MLG/71/5/14, issued on the 13th of July 2020. You can see the attached Appendix 7. The action taken: the Council continued paying suppliers without withholding tax, but is instead compiling and submitting reports as guided by the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development in Ministerial Circular Minute Number MLG/71/5/14, issued on the 13th of July 2020. Remedial measures: the Council will endeavor to engage and seek further guidance from the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development on the matter. Next one is the management of assets, and this is on the failure to claim compensation on Isuzu DMX registration number BAG 3344 ZM. Because of the query, management wishes to acknowledge the auditor's observations and wish to state that following the accident of a council motor vehicle registration number BAG 3344 ZM, a claim was submitted to Meanwood General Insurance Company, and subsequent follow-ups were made but to no avail. The action taken: the Council, through a legal advocate, has since issued a demand notice to Meanwood General Insurance Company. You can see the attached appendix in 8, I think, as well as an addendum that has been submitted. The remedial measure: the Council will ensure due diligence is carried out to assess the financial capacity of insurance service providers before the insurance company is engaged. The next one is failure to maintain movable assets. Because of the query, management wishes to acknowledge the auditor's observations and wish to state that the unserviced vehicles are beyond repair. The action taken: the Council is in the process of forming a disposal committee with a view to dispose of the assets in line with the provisions of the Financial Management Act number 1 of 2018. Then the remedial measures: the formation of the disposal committee will help to identify obsolete council assets to be disposed of once the process of formation is concluded. Then there we have Chair and Audit Opinion for Senga Town Council for 2022 and 2023, which are both unqualified. And we wish to state that we will continue, Chair, to ensure that financial statements are prepared each year. And then we also have the budget, funding and expenditure. Because of the query, management wishes to acknowledge the auditor's observation and wishes to state that the unspent funds amounting to 1,031,060 was as a result of late receipt of local government equalization fund and processed personal emoluments for the month of December 2023 and administrative expenses for operations, rural water and commercial venture programs held in the 3 bank accounts. The action taken, Chair: the unspent funds amounting to 1,031,060 has since been spent. And then the remedial measures: the Council will ensure follow-ups are made with the bank and activities for administrative expenses are processed within the charge year. You can refer to the appendices in Appendix 2. And then we also have a query on overemployment of staff. Because of the query, management wishes to acknowledge the auditor's observations and wish to state that the excess of 5 employees was as a result of officers who were promoted by the Local Government Service Commission and were supposed to be transferred to other councils, resulting in overstaffing. That can be seen from the attached appendix in 9. The action taken, the Council has since engaged the Local Government Service Commission for their action on the matter. And then the remedial measure, the Council will continue engaging the Local Government Service Commission whenever there are issues concerning excess staff. The next one is on failure to fill vacant positions. The cause of the query, management acknowledges the auditor's observations and wishes to state that the vacant positions of 9 officers were as a result of officers who resigned and other officers who were transferred to other councils. There were no officers received to replace them during the charge year 2023. You can see that, you can look at that in Appendix 10. Then the action taken, the Council has engaged the Local Government Service Commission and staff returns have been forwarded. The remedial measure, the Council will continue engaging the Local Government Service Commission whenever the vacant positions arise. The next way, Chair, is on failure to settle statutory and other obligations. Because of the query, management wishes to acknowledge the auditor's observations and would like to state that the figure of 2,916,679 kwacha consists of NAPSA, which stands at 961,752.03, ZRA at 1,670,681, NEMA at 131,139.58 ingwe, Public Service Pension Fund at 31,832 kwacha 9 ingwe, Madison Life Insurance at 51,832,009 ingwe, and Zulau at 69,442.21 ingwe. During the period under review, the Council was overwhelmed with Council expenses as the local resources supposed to supplement the local government equalization grant for payment of statutory obligations were committed for other expenses such as service provision and administration costs, as the Council could not pay salaries at gross due to inadequate funds. The action taken, a payment plan has been put in place and approved for 2025, and the Council wishes to inform the committee that we have made a total payment of 132,024 kwacha 83 ngwe towards outstanding arrears of statutory obligations, which includes NAPSA, an amount of 102,495 kwacha 68 ingwe, NEMA at 7,126 kwacha 34 ngwe, Madison Life Insurance at 4,102 kwacha 81 ingwe, Zulau at 13,300 kwacha have been paid, and ZRA at 5,000 kwacha. Remedial measures, the Council has put mechanisms in place to ensure that the revenue base is broadened to increase collection efficiency in order to improve the payment of statutory obligations. Further information can be obtained in Appendix 11. And then failure to settle staff obligations. Because of the query, management wishes to acknowledge the auditor's observations and would like to admit on the outstanding staff obligations. The figure consists of settling in allowance of 38,759 kwacha 84 ngwe, terminal benefits of 547,848, and transportation of household goods for transferred staff amounting to 22,870 kwacha. Officers required to be paid settling in allowance and transportation of household goods. The rate at which the officers were coming was higher than the Council's capacity to clear them. The action taken, a payment plan has since been put in place to clear the outstanding staff obligations, and the Council wishes to inform the committee that the total payment amounting to 224,709, which consists of settling in allowance at 9,325, loading and offloading household goods 23,000 kwacha, and the Council has since cleared one retiree amounting to 192,384 kwacha. You can see the attached appendix in 12. The remedial measures, the Council has put mechanisms in place to ensure that the revenue base is broadened to increase collection efficiency in order to improve the payment of staff obligations. The next query is on failure to establish firefighting services. Cause of the query, management wishes to acknowledge the auditor's observations and wish to state that during the time of audit, Senga Hill Town Council was not a fire authority. The action taken, the local authority is now a fire authority, and the council has engaged the Local Government Service Commission for deployment of staff. Remedial measures, the council will continue engaging the Local Government Service Commission to send staff until the firefighting service state section is fully functional and operationalized. Submitted for the consideration of the committee.
Thank you so much, CS. Before I take points of clarification, I wish to call upon the Honorable Member of Parliament for Siabonga to introduce himself.
Chairperson, I thank you. Good morning, permanent witnesses. Morning is Senga Town Council. Good morning, colleagues. My name is Mulunda Darius, Member of Parliament for Siabonga constituency. Chair, thank you.
Thank you so much. Points of clarifications. We'll start with the Honorable Member of Parliament from Mfumbwe.
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson. And the Senga Hill, the CS, thank you for taking us through. I take you through your chair to page 13.
13.
The query is on management of assets, failure to claim compensation, Isuzu D-Max registration number BAG 3344 ZM. When I was going through this thing, I'm sure it also...
That's page 18, eh?
Page 18, yes.
Yes.
This query, if I'm not mistaken, it also came last year, if I'm not mistaken. Now, when you look at, first of all, the history of this vehicle, is that this driver went driving, I don't know whether he had gone to Kasama or Mansa, I don't know, without permission, and he went to a unknown place which the council doesn't even know, and he was not given permission actually to use this motor vehicle. And according to them, he had been working for this council for less than 2 years. Now, this accident happened a long time ago. However, it has taken so many years actually without Minwood giving back what is due. And this vehicle was insured comprehensively. So, the council, I have some few questions actually for you, Council Secretary. First of all, I've gone through whereby even the ministry has come to your aid. This same motor vehicle which was received by Minwood went ahead and sold it even before they could actually pay the claims. Then the ministry also came in to start asking actually Minwood why they went ahead to sell this damaged motor vehicle even when they had not yet actually paid the claims. Also, the council has taken too long. I wanted to find out, why did you have to wait again for the auditors to come and query you so that you can maybe get the money? Is it because it's a government property? Why did you have to wait all that long? And also, you only wrote actually to Minwood this year That's when you wrote actually the demand notice, asking them actually to pay you the same money. You wrote a letter on 3rd February 2025, and you also requested them to pay you within 7 days. And when you look at the date today, we have now almost 9 days since you wrote Minwood. I want to find out what is the status quo. Do you have a proof that this Minwood insurance company, they've finally paid this claim? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable. Yes, CS, you may respond.
Thank you, Chair. They have not yet paid, but what we have done is that we have gone further to seek legal redress, to take the matter to court. And we have an addendum where we are showing that the papers were lodged in at the court. Thank you, Chair.
So, Honorable Kamondo.
I think, do you want us to suspect that within your management there are some people that could have connived with Minwood? Because it is very funny, they sell the property which they have not even actually paid for. Where did you go? Where did management go? What really happened? Why this lapse?
Yes, yes.
Chair, we wish to acknowledge that definitely this was a serious lapse on our part, and that this issue shouldn't have taken as long as it has taken for us to get to where we are at. And we can only pledge that in the future we will do better than this.
I wish to agree with you, but then this addendum that you've put on this matter, drawn yesterday, and you're saying this matter has gone to court. Why hasn't the court acknowledged receipt? Oh, okay, I've seen this stamp. I've seen this stamp. Has it been saved on the insurance company? Yes, yes.
I think I'll request my Director of Finance was dealing with the matter.
Director of Finance, why have you left the legal counsel?
Come again, Chair. Sorry.
Has this court process been served on Minwood General Insurance?
Yes, sir.
Where is the acknowledgement on the addendum?
Chair, we have attached an attachment on the demand which they even acknowledged, but on this one it was done yesterday by our legal officer, who was submitted to them through the email. They
and hence my question. I've seen that you did this yesterday. My question is, have you saved this document to the insurance company?
Yes, yes.
Where is the acknowledgement?
Okay. Yes. Sorry, sir. Let me take you to Appendix C. Appendix C. Let me show you.
What do you want to show us on that appendix?
It's the demand notice, but we are yet to receive.
I'm not questioning you on the demand notice, Director of Finance. You've given us an addendum of a court document that you want to save to Minwood General Insurance. I asked you, have you taken this document which you generated yesterday to the insurance company? You said yes. This document, when it's saved, they acknowledge on the same document. I'm asking you, show us that this document was saved.
Chair, I apologize on that one. It was done by our lawyer, but there is no acknowledgement attached, Chair.
You have not saved it
No, Chair.
Honorable Mlunda.
Just on the same, firstly I wanted to know, Chair,
Yes,
when our CS went to Senga, did you find this particular issue or it happened whilst you were there? Secondly, I want to find out, after getting that response, what really has been the problem for the council not to be able to get this money or get compensated for 3 years. What has been the problem?
Through the chair, thank you, Honorable. I found the issue, and maybe the director again of finance can assist in answering what the issue has been.
Director
The
Finance?
accident happened.
Thank you, Chair. Yes, the Honorable is right, Chair. It has taken us long, Chair, because after making several follow-ups, Chair, despite the insurance failed to honor the claim, we thought of engaging the Ministry, Chair. So that's where we missed it as management, because we relied on them that they will guide us, they will give us further guidance. Without realizing that time was going, Chair, we apologize on that one. I submit.
I can go to other questions. Yes, Honorable Dr. Mwanza.
Thank you, Chair. We go to page 20.
Page 20.
On page 20, the budget funding and the expenditure, the Senga Town Council was found to have unspent funds of 1,031 kwacha, 1,031,060 kwacha. The cause of the query is that these funds was as a result of the local government equalization fund that was received late, and also unprocessed personal emoluments, and these funds were held in 3 bank accounts amounting to slightly above 1 million kwacha. So the action that has been taken is that these funds have been since been spent. We are referred to Appendix 2. Appendix 2 apparently is not in our document, but it is a separate attachment and a very big volume, which is very difficult in just 10 minutes, in just this interaction, to verify the details. Would you break down this 1,031,000 kwacha and 60, these 3 bank accounts, how much was in each of those bank accounts, and which are those bank accounts to begin with?
Yes, yes.
Thank you very much, Chair. I request that the Director of Finance runs us through.
Yes, Director of Finance.
Thank you, Chair. As earlier stated in the report here, that the late receipt of equalization, Chair, we normally receive 850 as LGF, and then we had some fund also. Maybe I may approximate here, because from 1,030,000 we remove 830. I think the difference where we closed with in the both account, that's rural water and commercial ventures here. I submit.
Yes. So these funds were in which accounts?
Chair, they were in rural water, commercial venture, and district operation account.
Yes, so are you able to tell us how much was in the rural water, how much was in district operation, and the other one? Yes, yes,
Yes.
Director Finance.
Yes, Chair. Unless if I approximate, Chair, because like the area said, I said the big junk was coming from operation, which is LGF 850. So there's a difference here, which is like on the both accounts. That's lot and commercial venture, Chair.
Honorable Dr. Manza and Honorable Mlunda.
So you see, Council Secretary, your response or that the action taken that you have spent this money, and then your cause of query, you stated that these monies were held in 3 different accounts, bank accounts, and you are referring us to Appendix 2. What we expected is that if I go to Appendix 2, I would have a ledger, just a simple ledger to say this account there is this amount, this account there is this amount, and the total comes to 1 million. It is your own document. You are even failing yourself in your own document. Your own document. You are even failing to locate to say these 3 bank statements. What was the closing balance? Okay. Now the rural water account. This rural water account, what capital project did you achieve from this 1 million, above 1 million kwacha?
Yes, CS.
Thank you, Chair. Before the Director of Finance comes in, I think we want to clarify that the 1 million, the unspent 1 million plus, included the 850, which is local government equalization fund, which we receive from government. That's where we normally pay the salaries from. So it must be subtracted from the 1 million to give us the balance that would have been spent on other programs.
CS, we understand that you're relatively new, but from the 850, there's 20% that would go towards capital project. Hence the question of the Honorable Member of Parliament. So if you are delegating the question, please delegate it the way it came. Addition, Honorable Mulunda.
Chair, what we have, CS and your team, we are simply interrogating what you have submitted to us. We are not getting anything outside what you have submitted. In your submission, the action taken report is saying unspent fund amounting to 1,031 kwacha, 1,031,060 kwacha has since been spent. So we are looking at that. Now my colleague was asking, if you had this 1 million plus amount of money, you have spent it, simply show us, because you have stated that you have since spent it. You have spent it on what? Simply show us, the ledger is here, the amounts are here, this is the way you have spent it, this 1,030,000 kwacha. That is all we are asking for. That's all.
Response, yes.
Thank you, Chair. I'll still request the Director of Finance to assist.
Director of Finance.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, we have attached the Appendix 2. So the 1,030,000, this is where we have the salaries, Chair, which is amounting to 400 plus, including the statutories, Chair. So it's coming, the salary is it's coming to somewhere to 700 plus, and then we have the programs which were run for rural water, Chair, which we have attached the vouchers and the commercial voucher, which amounting to 1,030,000, Chair.
Honorable Mulunda.
Chair, Director Finance, these are your attachments. These are your documents. So when you say 700 something, we should give us the right figures. Because you are supposed to just go to say no, because we always get worried when you have a Bible like this. We always get worried, that I can assure you.
Yeah.
Encyclopedia, something like that. We get worried because what is it that you are explaining that you can't explain in 2-3 pages? The ledger is here, the salaries are here, the transfers are here. Now when we have all these, this is the reason why we start now troubling you, DF. So no, show us where, because we feel that things that are submitted at times they are not correct. And from what we are getting from you, the owner of the port, you are saying something. Give us, on salaries from Appendix 2, on salaries we spent 700,000, there is a balance of 300,000. On that, let's go to page so. We have this project that we executed, and then we knock off. We remove the minute. But for now, it's there. Go on, sir.
Yes, Director Finance. We are now, all of us, we're on Appendix 2.
Chair,
take us to the ledger, show us.
Chair,
on this ledger, this is the figure for salaries. After the figure for salaries, the balance, we spend it on this project. Yeah, so which page now should we go to?
Chair, I'll start first apologizing by the Honorable Mlunda for not attaching the ledger, Chair. We were supposed to attach the ledger, and we asked for your indulgence if we can submit that through the committee. But I can take you, Chair, through the expenditure step by step on the salaries and the other expenses, Chair. That is feasible.
Take us, let's see. You can switch on your mic.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, the first vouchers, it's starting with the salary advance, the 6,000. And then the one which is followed is another 6,000. Chair, there is another 3,000 which is following. Chair, we have 9,750. Chair, again 11,760.
Yes, Honorable Dr. Mansa.
We can also see the issue. Of course, anyway, you've already apologized that you couldn't put a ledger, because if you put a ledger, then we'll go and verify now through your payment vouchers and any other document. So you didn't have a summary, which is very difficult even for yourself to allocate these figures to the various categories. But okay, my interest now is in this washer program, de-washer program. It seems when you peruse through the document, the expenses are just on logistics supervision. What was the role of council in this project, and who funded the drilling of boreholes and water supply schemes in Senga Hill?
Yes, I saw you wanted to comment. First of all, on the Appendix 2. Then you may go ahead and respond.
No, Chair, I just basically wanted to apologize and say that we have gotten your guidance in terms of how we proceed next time around, where we have a ledger that will now speak to the details that we have. So like we have said, we will submit to Secretariat the ledgers to show how the monies were expended to support the details in Appendix 2.
This
Thank
must
you,
be
Chair.
done by Monday.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You can answer the question now.
Yes, Chair, I will request the Director of Works to help us with the
Director of Works.
question on DWASH.
Thank you, Chair. The monies, we had projects that was funded by the Ministry of Local Government. We had the drilling of 10 bores, we had the mechanized bores, and also had the rehabilitation of bores. So the same ministry, they sent us money for administrative purposes. So that's the one we are retiring. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Honorable Mwene.
Thank you so much. I would like to take the CS to page 19, Chair.
Page 19.
Yes. Failure to maintain movable assets. My first question is, first of all, before maybe I go to my question, Chair, the auditors found these serviceable vehicles. They have been neglected for too long. They have reached an extent of, according to them, an extent of unserviceable but disposable. That's according to Senga Hill Council. Chair, my question is, why did the Senga decide to keep these very important government vehicles unserviced for too long until you have even decided to just dispose them off? That is question number one. Question number two, Chair, when you read on their action taken, it's saying the council is in the process of forming a disposal committee with a view to dispose of the assets in line with the provision of Financial Management Act number 1 of 2018. Chair, this audit is for 2023. Auditors found these vehicles last year, 2024. Implying that, Chair, they have stayed for a number of years without being serviced, neglected, of which I believe if these were their personal vehicles, they wouldn't have neglected them to reach such a decomposed state. According to them, that's why they want to dispose them off, is because they are now decomposed. My question, Chair, to Senga is, why have we even taken that long to constitute, just merely constituting a disposal committee? Why have you taken that long? I think these two questions, Chair, are very important for your committee. I submit.
Thank you so much, Honorable Mwene. Yes, you may respond.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, we do acknowledge that there was a lapse on our part in terms of the time that it has taken for us to come to a place where we now say we would want to dispose of these vehicles. But we also want to state, Chair, that I think one or two of those vehicles are vehicles that we inherited from the parent council when the Senga Hill was created, and we tried at some point to service these vehicles, but it became very, very expensive to maintain them.
The query is to do with disposal. We understand where you want to go. Can you assure the committee that you form a disposal committee engage the necessary provincial department to expedite the the disposal of this property. Honorable Dr. Manza, additional.
Yes, in addition to that, my interest is on the, I've looked at pictures of these movable assets. There's a grader. Does has Senga Hill procured the earth moving equipment? Do you have? Which are those equipment?
Before you answer, I want to recognize the honorable member for Mitete, my son. Welcome, and please introduce yourself.
Thank you, Chair. I was here. They saw me. We saw each other. Mudelo Mishek, you are welcome, Senga. Yes, this is your lovely committee. Let's hope you are calm. Just be calm. Yes. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you so much. You may respond, yes.
Thank you, Chair. I'll request the Director Engineering to help us with the responses.
Director Engineering, hold on. Sis, do you have earth moving equipment? Do you need the Director Engineering to help you with that question?
Yes, we do have equipment.
You have bought. They have bought. Honorable Dr. Manza, do you have a follow-up? Okay. Yes, yes.
So the Chair, currently we have a grader from CAT, Barrow out. We have the excavator. We have the single roller compactor, one tipper. Then water bowser is we are about to procure. The clearance just concluded recently. Then the low bed is under procurement. Yeah. So these pieces, they are in place. They are at our council, except the road bed, which is under procurement, and the water bowser, which is about to be delivered maybe in the next 2 weeks or so from now.
Honorable Dr. Manza?
Yes, so Chair, you see, the Senga Hill procured a grader. Yet they already had, I think this is a cut or what? The model of this grader.
The newly procured one is a cut, but the old one, which we inherited from our parent council, it's a Chinese make.
What is the brand? Because even the Caterpillar, you find it's made in China, but branded Caterpillar.
Okay. Now, where I'm leading to, for council to decide to procure a grader when they already had a grader, did you ever think of repairing the old grader and then procure other pieces of equipment? Or the decision, because the auditors, when they came and found that it was an maintainable asset, it was a query. So you could have handled that query because you already made that decision for you to buy a new grader to replace this old one, and you could have, why today you have to make a disposal committee? You could have actually done that before buying the new grader. What made you not to go through all these stages?
Yes, Honorable Mwene.
Thank you so much. On top of that, Chair, yes, on the cause of query, you are stating that the unserviced vehicles are beyond repair. You are saying they are beyond repair. Let me take an example of the same grader itself. How much did you, first of all, did you carry out an evaluation with the experts of these motor vehicles or this equipment? One, the grader itself, how much is it costing? Okay. And I can see this is this a Mitsubishi Canter? What vehicle is this? Yes? It's a what? Eugene. Eugene. This is Eugene. How much is it costing to repair? For you to come to the conclusion to say they are unserviceable vehicles. I submit, Chair.
Thank you so much. I wish to recognize the Honorable MP for Chasefu, who is our substantive chair of the committee. Please introduce yourself, Chair.
Thank you very much, Chair. Good morning. My name is Mishek Mtetwa Nyambose, Member of Parliament for Chasefu constituency, and privileged to chair this committee. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you so much. Yes, yes.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, again, I will request that the Director Engineering assists us.
Thank you, Chair. Maybe regarding the value of the said vehicles, for now we cannot assess how much maybe it can cost, not until we form the disposal committee, because when you form the disposal committee, then you engage the valuer who come on the ground and assess the costs. Then it's them actually that will even advise how much you can tag them, so that as you'll be disposing of, then they have those tags. You need to invite the external valuers. Then concerning the grader, like the CS stated, we inherited the said grader from Mbala. So when it was in Mbala, it was working. Then they gave us the same grader. When it came, we also started using it. It was in use for some time. Then it started developing overheating. Maybe if you do maybe a kilometer, it overheats. Then you do another maybe a kilometer, it develops another problem. So all in all, what we are saying is it has done its part. It has overworked. So it's like even the cost of maintaining it, because we engaged a mechanic who came and he worked on it, we paid. Then immediately after paying, it does maybe a kilometer again, another fault comes up. So we thought of, instead of spending, because if the cost of spending is more than like say 40%, it's as good as getting a new one. That's why we thought of getting a new grader, which will obviously start with, as in from our own, from us, from the Senga Town Council, as in we start using it ourselves, and like the one maybe what we inherited. I think that's my contribution for now.
Honorable Dr. Manza.
Yes, I follow you very well. The question was, when you made a decision to procure the cart, you already decided to dispose this Chinese-made grader. Why didn't you form a disposal committee before the auditors came?
Yes, Director Engineering.
Through the chair, on that one we have really apologized that maybe it took us this long to form this disposal committee. Otherwise, as we go back, come Monday, I think we should start to look into this matter, so that we dispose of all these unserviceable vehicles like indicated in the document. Thank you.
CS, one of the queries is failure to establish an abattoir. In your response, you have said you've engaged the ward development committees for them to come up with a request. In the case that no ward committee comes up with such a project, what will the council do?
Chair, like we have indicated in our response, we have been sensitizing the community on the importance of establishing an abattoir or a slaughter slab, so that people can be buying food that is hygienic. And we do hope and pray that they will respond to this. We will not be able to commit probably as a council because of where we are in terms of revenue and the cost that is involved in establishing the slaughter slab or the abattoir. But if it does not work, then we will definitely try and put something in the coming budget that's maybe for 2026, because I know for sure that in 2025 there is nothing that has been put there in terms of budgeting.
CS would have loved to spend more time with you, but the time limiting factor is not supporting. Benny, yes, go ahead, Honorable, come on.
It's burning, but not so much. It's just maybe...
You can let it out.
Honorable Chair.
You are protected, my father. Go ahead.
I'm very grateful, my son. I'm sure this question actually Honorable Ndundumwezi could have also asked it. Maybe, I don't know, he's struggling. Failure to settle statutory and other obligations. I was just going through these documents where they are saying they've made a payment plan from their action taken for 25, and it has been for 2025 it has been approved. Now, when I was going through their documents, I found that they had earlier on, that is in 2024, they made another payment plan where they said they were going to be paying ZDRI 5,000 per month, and they expected to pay about 60,000 for the whole year. Now my question is, from the first payment plan which they made, how much was paid to ZRI? I don't want to look at others, because when I look at the documents, I've just seen one payment for ZRI. So how much was paid? And can you comfort this committee that indeed, even after having made maybe this payment plan earlier, last year, the one you have made, now you are going to honor it? Thank you.
Yes, yes.
Thank you, Chair. On how much we paid from the previous plan we had, I will request the Director of Finance.
Director of Finance.
Thank you, Chair. The payment plan which we have made, Chair, we are saying we'll be paying 5,000, but for this month, Chair, we have not yet started because the budget has just been approved by the Minister of Law Government. Maybe we are saying by next month, that's when we'll start paying back to ZRI and following the payment plan.
Honorable Commander, follow-up.
Yes, I think I'm not concerned about the 2025. I'm concerned about the 2024. They made the same payment plan which they are talking about, which they also approved. I'm sure they approved it. So from the one that they approved in 2024, I've only seen one payment. So unless maybe there are some more payments, what is it that you are going to tell this committee which is going to satisfy that even having failed to pay previously, this time around you are going to honor that? Because you just paid, you made a payment plan to pay about 60,000 and you just paid 5,000. Again,